Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to do a quick video on Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign on an RTX 4090 Ryzen 7800X 3D. So I wanted to max out all the graphical settings with DLAA, and then also take a look at DLSS Quality as we play through this mission, and then also check out FSR Frame Generation, because apparently there is no DLSS Frame Generation. Now, there was an issue that I ran into FSR Frame Generation, but I found a workaround which I will be pointing out. Now, the chapters will all be labeled, so you can take a look at whatever you want. I'll keep commentary to a minimum. Just quickly go over the settings here. We're using the Alienware QD-OLED 3440 by 1440 ultrawide display with an RTX 4090, and we're going with the extreme graphical preset and DLAA. Now, you do have all the upscalers here. The Call of Duty games usually are packed with features. Now, I did not see DLSS frame generation, but it does have FSR frame generation, which I had some issues I'll be pointing out when we get to that part, but I did get it to work, finally.
Oh, shit. Please help. They took me during shift change. Knew our schedule somehow. Started shooting.
Must be Pantheon. We can do this loud or quiet.
Quiet, baby.
I'll use that security room to see what we're up against. If you want to go in guns blazing, I got your back. Your call, Case.
Major situation ahead. Multiple targets, hostages. Be careful. Tango's in the room to your right. That silencer should come in handy. Line them up right. You can take them both down with one shot. Ducks in a row. I'd avoid that main room if I were you. I'm seeing two Pantheon in the room ahead.
That event?
Careful, Case.
You go through
Clean kill. No one saw you. You're a ghost. Keep going. Heads up, I see a bunch of shit blocking the door ahead of you. Find a way around. I'll head to your position now. When you're on the other side, clear the barricade and let me through. Look for anything that could get you to the other side. Maintenance shafts, vents, whatever. Case, over here. Move this shit, let me in.
So it looks like we average 174 FPS with DLAA and the extreme graphical preset. Let's go ahead and take a look at DLSS Quality now. Let's quickly go over the settings again, and we'll drop from DLAA all the way to DLSS Quality. As you can see here, you have everything. They even have FSR1, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, you have to go to Show More to change the quality preset, essentially. Now, to no one's surprise, we actually did end up becoming CPU bound. If you look at our GPU utilization, it's dropping into the low 90s. Even though we are, as far as pixel count, between 1440 and 4K, which is quite a lot of pixels, and the extreme graphical preset, we're still getting a lot of frames though. 250, I'm well beyond my monitor's refresh rate. But at this point, the only way to get more frames would be to use frame generation, which we're going to use once we rescue Adler down the hallway. So let's go ahead and do that.
Felix, you sure if we fry the power box, it'll pop the locks? And let's see if your high-tech toy is up to the task. You trick this lowrider out with anything else?
I did install a short-range taser. Not very powerful, but strong enough to stun.
Case, look. Adler, in the cell.
How much more time do they need in there?
I don't know. Something's going on.
What was that?
I think they got rats down here.
The power box is on the far wall to the right of the door. Look for a red light.
Load a box, Case.
Help me out. Go, go. Easy, Adler. Ready to help?
Guess Wood's got my message.
The old man says you're worth it. Better be right. Says, we got the prize.
And it looks like we averaged 242 FPS with DLSS set to quality. To put into perspective, with DLAA, we averaged 174 frames per second. So that's a pretty decent gain there. But since we are hitting CPU limitations throughout, really the only way to guarantee more frames is to use frame generation. So let's do it. And there we go, guys. DLSS Quality and FSR3 frame generation. That takes us all the way up to around 350 frames per second, depending on the area. Now, as far as the issue I ran into with frame generation, well, unfortunately that footage got corrupted, so I can't show you. But what happened was the picture got extremely smeary, artifacty. I mean, it was unplayable. It was extremely bad. And I ended up restarting the mission from the main menu. Nothing happened. It still looked the same. It's not until I restarted the game that it ended up working as it should. So if you run into a similar bug, that's essentially what it is. Try restarting the game and it should work. And as you can see, it's a good way to gain more motion fluidity. You know, if you have a weaker CPU, it should help you out. I mean, I don't see any garbling, any artifacting now that it's working properly. It looks fine. It looks great, actually. So FSR frame generation does extremely well. And you can use it with DLSS. You don't have to use FSR upscaling, which is good. Well, guys, I guess to wrap up my thoughts about the game, I've only been playing it for about a couple hours so far. I think it's extremely well optimized. I mean, Call of Duty games tend to usually be very well optimized. I'm not a Call of Duty competitive player by any means. I've never really been. I've always enjoyed playing through the campaigns. To me, it's more like an action movie. You know, it's well acted, well voice acted. The sound quality is really good, and this is no exception so far, especially the main theme of the game. It's actually really good. I quite liked it. But yeah, the game runs extremely well. I'll be actually interested to check out the 7900X XTX because AMD GPUs tend to actually do really well here. In the previous Modern Warfare 3, it actually was able to match my 4090, which was very interesting. Kind of an outlier this game, but still, it's very interesting from a benchmarking perspective. So I'll be taking a look at that as well at some point. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a like, share your comments, leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, really appreciate to hear from you. And yeah, give the video a like and subscribe if you want to see more similar content. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Leave your comments down below, by the way. Let me know what you think of the game. Are you playing it? Are you enjoying it? But I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Easy coming down. Here. home free.